Okay, I've got a question from Ryan Price, and it's very kindly, he says, "Hello Steve, as you are probably aware, my 7-year-old son idolises you," and that's wonderful to hear because I'm really old, and to be reaching out to drummers that are so young is absolutely brilliant. So I'd like to thank Sky Arts for that, because I think the documentary that I did has reached out to a lot of younger drummers, which is absolutely brilliant. When did you know, and what age did you become aware that others were seeing a great talent was emerging in you? Oh, that's interesting, because I've always had, like most creative people, a lot of self-doubt about your own talent and abilities. And I used to hear, in London, I used to go out and I used to listen to Andy Gangadine and Neil Wilkinson and Gavin Harrison and Jeremy Stacey and Mark Mondesi. And I used to think, geez, there's so many good players, my contemporaries at the time. So you just kind of do your thing, really. I don't ever think, as my ego allowed me to think, wow, because for me, drumming was never something that came amazingly naturally. I loved it and worked really hard at it. And I know sports people that are like that, not necessarily the amazing talents of certain people that can just do anything with a football or a tennis racket and then go for a few beers and a couple of ciggies afterwards. It was never like that for me. It was always about really, really hard work. So I'm not particularly good at taking sort of praise. I don't really feel comfortable with it. I'm always just about contributing to the music and just doing a really good job at something that I love. And I know that, there's people that don't like what I do on the drums, and that's absolutely fine, but it doesn't quell my desire to suppress my desire to want to play and to try and to sort of do my best on the instrument. So I never really had an idea about that. I just felt very blessed to be involved with some really great musicians that I was able to play some really great songs with, and that has always been my sort of yardstick.